Have you ever stood in front of a glowing screen, heart racing from the rush of likes and comments, only to feel the cold emptiness when the lights go out? That terrifying moment when you wonder if the person everyone cheers for is even real, or just a pretty mask hiding a broken soul. That sharp ache of craving love from strangers while fearing they'll see the real you and turn away? Episode 1 of Needy Girl Overdose drops you straight into that dizzying glow. Released on April 5, 2026, and streaming exclusively on Crunchyroll, this premiere kicks off a brand new story set in the chaotic world of internet fame. No need for the game to catch up, though fans will feel the familiar sting. From the very first frame, you can almost taste the sweet energy drinks, smell the faint plastic of a gaming setup, and hear the endless ping of notifications like a heartbeat that never slows down. It doesn't give you the full picture. It teases the bright smile, the wild energy, and the quiet cracks underneath, leaving you with that tight pull in your chest. What happens when the need for approval becomes stronger than the need to survive? You're not just watching an anime. You're stepping into a neon-lit room where one wrong scroll could change everything, and you already feel the urge to hit play and find out how deep the fall really goes. That I in a world where likes are currency and every viewer is a judge, OMKWI Angel, better known as K-Angel, is already the ultimate internet angel with millions of followers. Episode 1 opens with her electric live performance that has the online world buzzing, then shifts to show the real cost behind the perfect streams. We meet Cash, a young student juggling a tough part-time job at a themed cafe and a messy home life, along with glimpses of her old friend Michika who chose the streaming path too. A rising group called Karamazov watches Kangel's every move with hungry eyes. The episode stays tight and focused, mixing bright, chaotic energy with darker, quieter moments that hit hard. It flows naturally as the very first step of this new tale, giving you just enough of the shiny surface and the hidden shadows to leave your stomach twisting with the same mix of excitement and worry the characters feel. You sit there, screen glowing on your face, wondering how long that perfect smile can last before something breaks. This opening episode moves like a perfectly timed live stream, fast, flashy, and full of surprises that feel real instead of forced. It sets up the main story by showing K-Angel at the top of her game while quietly building tension around what fame really costs. No huge twists yet, but the way public opinion splits and new players like Karamazov appear creates a strong hook for what's coming. Pacing is spot on for a premiere. It gives you the fun, over-the-top energy first, then lets quieter scenes breathe so the heavier feelings land deeper. Fans on Reddit and MyAnimeList have been talking about the cloudy parts, like exactly how Kangel's past led here or why certain new characters feel so connected. The anime, written by the same creator as the original game, uses this episode to plant seeds that manga and game players will recognize later, but it keeps things fresh and original. The ending leaves a quiet cliffhanger feel, not with a big scream but with that lingering sense that the internet never really sleeps, and neither do the problems it creates. You finish wanting more, already guessing how the rivalry and personal struggles will crash together. K-Angel feels alive and complicated right away. She's bright, wild, and full of that unfiltered energy, but you catch tiny cracks that hint at deeper pain and a desperate need to be loved. Her choices and words feel honest to someone chasing validation at any cost, surprising in how casually she talks about heavy things, yet completely believable. Cash brings a grounded, heartbreaking side as she tries to hold her everyday life together, showing hidden wounds from broken friendships and tough relationships. Michika and the Karamazov group add layers of jealousy, ambition, and quiet rivalry that make everyone feel real. Every line and action feels consistent and sets up growth that could transform them all. You sense these aren't just streamers, they're people carrying heavy invisible loads, and you already care what happens to them. The episode asks the questions we all whisper when we check our phones at 2 a.m. How much of yourself are you willing to give away for love from people you'll never meet? Power, morality, sacrifice, and the battle between hope and despair show up in the brightest lights and darkest corners. You see it in Kangel's carefree attitude clashing with the real pain behind the screen, and in Cash's daily struggles that mirror so many real lives. It feels like those moments in history when people chased fame only to lose pieces of who they were. Think of old Hollywood stars or today's influencers burning out under the spotlight. The story doesn't lecture. It shows the struggle through laughs, glitches, and quiet tears, making you feel the weight of every like and every lonely night. The online world feels alive and dangerous right from the start. Likes, comments, and streams aren't just background. They're the air these characters breathe. Small details about rival groups, fan reactions, and the mix of cute streams with ugly real life make the universe feel rich and complicated without slowing things down. It deepens the rules of this fame game in a way that pulls you in deeper. The script is sharp, funny, and sometimes painfully honest. Lines mix playful streamer talk with heavier truths that stick with you. Nothing feels fake or overdone. Some moments make you smile, others make you pause and think. Certain words carry quiet foreshadowing that you'll replay in your head long after the episode ends. Yostar Pictures, under director Masayoki Nakashima, delivers a bold and stylish start. Art director, credited in production as part of the team's striking vision, creates frames that glow with neon pinks, glitchy effects, and soft pastels that turn dark when they need to. The animation is fluid during the high-energy streams and powerfully still in the heavy personal moments. Colors, lighting, and shadows work together to show the difference between the perfect online world and the messy real one. Beauty here means something fragile and electric. It reminds you how easy it is to hide pain behind a bright filter. Camera angles pull you right into the screen, close-ups on faces during emotional beats, wide shots that make streams feel huge and overwhelming. The editing rhythm switches between fast, chaotic cuts for the online parts and slower, heavier ones for real life, perfectly matching the characters' feelings and building tension without rushing. The OST feels like another character in the chaos. Upbeat, trippy tracks during streams suddenly drop into quieter, haunting sounds that let the silence speak louder than any scream. Motifs stick in your head, and those quiet moments make the heavier feelings hit even harder. Anna Nagase as K-Angel, Oemka Wei Angel, gives a standout performance. Her voice shifts from bright and playful to something raw and trembling with perfect timing, capturing the character's wild soul completely. The tremor in her delivery during vulnerable moments makes you believe every word. Other CU bring strong energy to Cash and the rival group, adding layers of real emotion that pull you in deeper. This episode left me smiling 1 minute and feeling a quiet ache the next. The bright energy mixes with heavy truths in a way that stays with you like a late-night scroll you can't stop. Moments of wild fun collided with sudden, painful reality, creating something powerful. The climax, that collision of destinies when the online shine meets the offline pain, feels like a breaking point that shifts how you see everything. Touches the big human questions we all carry. How far would I go to feel seen? What if the love I chase is the thing that breaks me? You walk away carrying that mix of wonder and worry, already needing to know what happens next. Some might find the mix of styles a little wild at first or the darker moments hit hard without warning, but I see those as deliberate choices. This is a story about a messy, overwhelming world, and the contrast makes the feelings land stronger. The prologue feel might leave some wanting more plot right away, yet it builds the perfect foundation for what's coming. These aren't flaws. They're part of what makes it feel so honest and alive. Episode 1 of Needy Girl Overdose succeeds beautifully. A bright, bold, and deeply moving start that sets up an unforgettable tale of fame, pain, and the search for real connection. Its greatest strength is how it makes you feel every ping of a notification and every quiet moment of doubt right alongside the characters. The visuals, sound, and writing create something special that stays under your skin. So tell me, are you ready to hit that follow button and step into Kangel's world? Because once the stream starts and the masks begin to slip, turning away simply isn't an option anymore. The internet is watching. The lights are on. Your seat in the chat is waiting. Don't make her face it alone.